Hello guys, I am just going to invite some people along, see if anybody would like to watch. How are we all on this very warm day? Hi! Hello to whoever's just joined. Just inviting a few people along, see if anybody wants to watch along with me. The more the merrier. I feel like talking to people tonight. So if you're there, say hi. Hi Anita. Hi Becky. Oh, no worries, Pen. I'm just going to wait a couple of minutes, see if anybody joins me. So I feel like talking tonight. I'm a bit, you know. Aw, yeah, it was nice having a cuppa and a chat. I've been busy today. Socialising a little bit. Hi Adele. Playing our girls' night. Hi Ben. You want to see me how I do my makeup? Right, I'm just going to wait a couple more seconds and then I'll get on with it. If you're there, say hi. People haven't already said hi anyway. And so the more likes and shares I have, the better, the more people will see it. So give me as many hearts and likes as you can. Yeah, I loved my little play day. I went with Becky, who's joining as well, who's watching along. It was really good. Summer didn't want to do anything. She just sort of laid there and whinged. But she might pick it up as we go. I'm actually playgroup tomorrow morning with Becky, for Sky's sake. Oh, I had 5 people and I've got 2. Hi Carly. Oh, thanks Anita. Lots of love hearts. So I'm gonna make a start. How you feeling, Carla? Any better? Please tell me you're feeling better. You've been through the mill a little bit, haven't you? I think there's a bit of a delay on this. Thanks, Becky. I'll be doing the same for you later, darling. Watching your live. So, we've got a few people watching. So, tonight's video is the last in the first round of palettes. So we've done 5, then we did 3, then we did 4, then we did 2, and now we're on to palette 1, which I've got to say is my all-time favourite. Thanks, Becky. Oh, hopefully you'll get some answers, darling. Fingers crossed, you'll have to let me know. So yeah, tonight we're going to do palette 1, which is, I would say, a palette for all skill sets. If you are a beginner and you're just starting out, I'd pick palette 1. If you're an expert and know exactly what you're doing, palette 1. It's absolutely beautiful. We've got some sort of coppery browns, chocolate browns, we've got warm tones, we've got shimmers, we've got satin colours. It's absolutely beautiful. And it's so versatile. As you can see, I've only got one eyebrow done. It's because I use this palette. So that is the first thing we're going to do, because as you can see, I've not got a lot of eyebrow going on. And 9 times out of 10, well, I vary it between my brow palette and this. If I'm using this for my eyes, I'll use this as well for my eyebrow. So I've just got my brow brush that I use from the palette, and I'm just going to dip into this colour Chipper first, which is this warm tone brown. Trying to watch the movie. Hey, it might make me more entertaining. Just let me know if you see any sort of monsters or anything behind me. So I'm just going to look in this mirror here, and I'm just using this lighter colour just to fill in. I love this palette too. A couple of people have bought this palette or ordered this palette through me, and they wasn't very sure on their own skills, not quite sure what to do, and I recommended this palette and they absolutely love it. The girl I did the one-to-one with yesterday, she was one of those, not very confident, but she watched a couple of videos and I suggested palette 1, and then I did a makeover on her yesterday with the palette, showed her a very simple look that she can do, and she loved it. So it's definitely a palette I would recommend. So all I've done is just sort of filled in the colour, but not created a shape. And then I'm just going to take this colour Forthright, which is the darkest colour. I'm just going to fill my eyebrows in. It is very easy to learn with. You can create very dramatic eyes and very simple smoky eyes with just sort of 1 or 2 colours. It's definitely my go-to palette, and if I go anywhere, or you know, if I go travelling, not travelling, but if I go away for the day, the evening, stay somewhere, this is definitely the palette I take, because I use it for my eyebrows, I use it for contouring, I use it for highlight, I use it for my eyes, and I've even used it over lipstick, so it's definitely one I would recommend. So very simple, eyebrows done. And it's a perfect colour for me, so brilliant. So first thing that we always do on our eyes, primer. Now I use the face primer, which is just as good, or you can actually use the, you know, an eye specific primer. Oh, no worries, Carla. Speak to you soon. So we just dab that all over our eyes. And this will enhance the colours and make sure your eye makeup stays that little bit longer. If you're there, say hi. Talk to me. So I'm just going to set that with the lightest colour, which is called Elated. I'm just going to pat this in, just to make sure that our eye is no longer wet from the primer. Very simple. And then, oh, hi Becky again. You're back. What time are you going live later? Just so I don't miss it. Make sure it's after I've finished. So, what we're going to do, first off, we're going to take this colour Chipper. As I said, this is the warm tone, I've just dug my nail in it, the warm tone brown. And we're just going to, with a fluffy brush, we're just going to run that through our crease and up. So I always want to go back and forth and swirly round. About 8. Yeah, no problem. That's perfect for me. Sky goes to bed at 8, so I can sit and watch you. You got many pearls to open tonight, Babs? I know you've got a couple of the raffle ones, haven't you? So yeah, all we're doing is creating sort of almost like a shadow with this colour. Just creating that smokiness. We're just bringing it up through our crease and up. You've got 5 to open. Is that all the raffles and everything? Any pre-orders? Have you had any pre-orders this week? Because I know you normally do on Friday, because I get paid Friday, so I was going to order one then, but you're doing it tonight. So as you can see, we're just creating that dimension, and it just makes your eye, it just sort of lifts your eye up, if that makes sense. And then what we're going to do is just bring that in, sort of a third from the edge, and a third, 3 oysters from apples. Got some to sell as well. Okey-doke. And we're going to take this from the inner corner, because we're creating a halo. A halo is where it's darker on the outer corners and lighter in the middle, and it makes your eyes look that much bigger. It's brilliant for hooded eyes like me, because it gives the illusion that you've got bigger eyelids. So it's a really good tip. Oh, thank you, darling. I just watch YouTube videos and I just play around. I mean, some don't go very well. Oh, I don't know if I'd have the confidence to do that. I mean, I do one-to-ones and I do makeovers on people, but I don't know. To do it as a profession, I'd have to be like really good at it. So yeah, as you can see, we've just taken it in on either side and we've gone through the crease. Now, we're just going to take this shimmer copper colour called Zealous, and we're just going to deepen this smokiness here. And because it's got a little bit of shimmer, it just creates a nice sort of dimension to your eye. And so, the key to this... Oh, thanks, Bex. Oh, not my table. And so, I just wish I had decent skin to be able to show you good makeup application. I've got such patches and pores, but this goes on so well. So we're just smoking this out. I said you always want to blend it out. Make sure there's no harsh lines. That's all we're going to do with that. And I'm going to take this darkest colour, which is called Forthright. It's a really dark chocolate brown. And we're going to deepen the outer V on this side and the inner V. Now this is a really, really easy eye look. So it's so pigmented, you want a really light hand. You can always build it up. But it's hard if you've put too much on to then blend it out again. So you always want to just take it a little bit above, so when you open your eyes you can just see it. I mean, if you've got big eyelids anyway, you don't need to do it as much. But I always need to lift mine up because I've got a big gap between my brow bone and my eyelid, and then a very, very slim eyelid. So I'm just blending that out. And just taking this in ever so slightly. And we always want to leave this middle bit blank. And this is to make sure the shimmer colour really stands out. And then we just want to take it on the inner V and deepen this up. And then run it through the crease just to join them up. And so I always have a sort of a very light hand. Is it me or is it warm tonight? I am sweating buckets. I did have the window open, but I had to shut it because there's kids playing out on the field where I live, and the noise is anything. Aw, thank you, Brendan. So yeah, we've created this sort of almost arch on our eye, as you can see. And so if it's looking a little bit too dark, use your finger and just blend it out, or a clean brush, whichever's easiest. And then, trusty old brush, my flat dense one, which is perfect for shimmers. Use a bit of water, which I've got a little tray here with water in it. If I can just dip it without getting too wet. And I'm just going to take this colour, which is Brassy. It's the third one in, and it's sort of almost like a champagne shimmer. you can see. It's really pretty. I've watched a couple of my videos back and I realise I say it's pretty quite a lot. Need to come up with a better adjective. And then we're just gonna pat that on. I mean, look how pigmented that is. It's so golden. You've got heating on. Are you mad? I had my I've got my PJ bottoms on. You can't see. I did have my PJ top on, but I didn't think that was very professional to come on with my PJs on. I mean, just look at the shine on that. It's so gorgeous. And you just want to create almost like a block, and then we will blend that in. But really, really sort of build it up, because this is the focal point of your eye. You're not normal, Anita. So we're just dipping back into that Forthright, which is our darkest colour. Oh, thank you. It's so pretty. I mean, if you was unsure about what to get, I would definitely recommend this one first. You can see the pigmentation of the colours, you can see how much they blend out, how easy they are, how good the shimmers are, how little fallout you get. This is like everything in the palette, everything you want from a palette in this one, and then you can obviously get experimental with those other colours. And we're just blending that in, making sure we've got no harsh lines, because we don't want that. Very simple. And then I always just go over the top again, just to make that stand out. And then I'm just going to take this colour, it's called Sincere. As you can see, I've used that quite a bit. You don't, Bex, you won't. You just, it's all about practice and blending it out. And I think it's knowing the shape of your own eye, if that makes sense. How far up to go, how deep you need to go. Oh, Bex, you've given me some more compliments. I haven't paid Becky to say any of this, by the way. So yeah, that's the top of the eye done. As I said, and it really sort of makes your eyelids stand out. It's called a halo eye. So we go dark on the edges into sort of the brightness in the middle. And it's really good, if you've got hooded eyes like me and you can't see much of your eyelid. And as always, on our bottom lash, we're gonna sort of mimic. So I'm gonna take this end colour, which is called Zealous. As I said, it's that shimmery chocolate. I always like using shimmers on the bottom. I'm just gonna pack that in. And because the brush is still a little bit damp, it is quite pigmented. And then I'm going to take the shimmer colour we just used, which is Brassy, into this middle. Just blend that out. And I'm just going to clean off my brush. I've just got a paper towel, so I don't want any of that dark colour on. And I'm going to take this colour, Sincere, and it's the sort of silvery satin shimmer colour. It's not as glittery, but it's really nice as a highlight. I just want to pack this on. As you can see, can you see the highlight? Yeah. It's so nice. And then I'm just going to take on the inner of her eye and make her eye really pop. Now, I'm not using eyeliner for my eyes today, so what I'm going to do is take a very thin liner brush. I mean, this is completely optional, but I do like to just tight line my eyes. Very thin brush. I'm just going to wet it again in that water. Just wet it, and then dipping into that darkest colour again, the Forthright. Really pack your brush on. Really pack the colour on your brush. And I'm just going to create a wing can see I'm just doing a very subtle wing, but for me it opens my eye up. It's completely optional, but I just quite like it. And I just want to show you how versatile this palette can be. Hun, can you share Becky's demo? What do you mean, darling? Oh, you wish you had skills like me, bless you. I can come and teach you. I said I taught myself through YouTube videos. They're always fun to watch. And so I've just tight lined my eye. I'm not doing anything extraordinary. Then, I'm just going to leave my eyes for a minute. I'm going to do my mascara last. Oh, yeah, I'll share my live, definitely. Because just look at this beauty. Can we just take a minute to just appreciate this gorgeous pendant? Can you see it? My little princess carriage, and I love my blue, royal blue pearl that I've got in it. I'd swap it and change it to whatever outfit I'm wearing. It's absolutely gorgeous. I hardly ever take it off. So yes, back to makeup. What we're doing. So I'm going to do liner for lips today. So as always, I always use my lip exfoliator because I've got dry lips. And it tastes so nice. It's got shea butter in it and sugar and honey. It's completely natural. It is beautiful. I love my my necklace. There is another one that I want in. It's one of the simple ones. I think it's the cancer ribbon. I really like that. I think it's quite understated, so it'll go with pretty much every outfit. So I'm just taking that sugar scrub off, and your lips feel so much smoother. And I'm going to use my liner, and this is in the colour Pompous. I believe this is a lip liner, not an eyeliner, but I just want to show you the versatility of them. And this goes really nice with my top that I'm wearing. Sorry, I can't talk while I'm doing liner. Look at that colour. It's gorgeous. I'm just using this as a lipstick. You can always put a gloss over the top of these, and they're smudge proof. Once they dry, they don't smudge. So we actually have an eyeliner, very similar colour to this, but it's just got a bit of shimmer to it. If you can hear any shouting in the background, my partner is on his computer game, getting quite irate at some kids across the world. He gets quite overexcited. Oh. Is that looking even? I can never tell. I think I'll leave it there, otherwise I'm going to keep smudging myself. So I'm just going to let that dry. And then, mascara. You've got to finish off the mascara, your eye look with this gorgeous mascara. I mean, I don't understand why this is just not flying off the shelves. Because as soon as I saw it, I bought it. So as always, give them a good coating. Keeping quite a thin layer, because we don't want your eyelashes to clump up. and then use the fibres and really pack them on, top and bottom. Make sure every little bit of gel is covered until no more fibres will stick. And then whilst that dries, just do a quick coat on your bottom lashes. And then back to the top. Ah, thank you, Suzanne. I'm just showing off palette 1. I'm just showing the versatility of it. I've used it for my eyebrows and everything today. I've used it as a liner. I normally use it for contouring, but I've got a bit of bronzer on because it's that time of year. I do like that. I don't normally like bronzers because they've got too much shimmer in them, but I like the Younique one because it's got it's half shimmer and half matte, so it's not in your face. So just packing this on. Again, while that dries a little minute, pat them on, then back to the top. Flicking back and forth, make sure none of your lashes are sticking together. I think I'm ready for a new mascara. I've had this since I joined. And it's starting just to dry up. I mean, you should always change your mascaras up every 3 months anyway, due to bacteria that will form. Just a tip for you, for anybody out there that's got mascara longer than that. You could be damaging your eyes. You could have an inevitable eye infection. So always swap your makeup, especially eye makeup, every 3 months. I mean, that's not palettes, just anything that's in contact with your eye. And then always seal it in afterwards with the gel. And there we have it. So this is the Golden Smoky Eye, well, Halo Eye, and Berry Lip, using palette 1, which is just my all-time favourite. The lip liner, I've used the colour Pompous in mine to do my berry lips, and the 3D Fibre Lash Mascara. You can get all this for £58 instead of £73. You're saving a massive 20%, and as an added bonus, you get a free makeup bag. What's not to love? It's absolutely amazing deal. And if I was you, I'd get your orders in quick because these palettes are going to sell out by, I'm guessing, about the 20th of the month. They are selling quick. So yeah, create some gorgeous eye looks with some amazing products. So as always, thank you for watching, guys, and I shall see you very soon for the next round of videos. Take care.